So we're going to talk about midpoint formula and distance formula. And you probably remember a lot of this from geometry, but we'll take one day and refresh this. The midpoint formula, you have 2 points, x1, y1, and x2, y2. You take the sum of the two x values and divide it by 2, and then the sum of the two y values and divide it by 2. So x1, y1 is 1 point, x2, y2 is the other point, and you can find the midpoint between them by adding the x values dividing by 2, adding the y values dividing by 2. So here for this one, the point AC, I have A is at 5,2, C is at 7,8. To find B, the midpoint, 5 plus 7 divided by 2, 2 plus 8 divided by 2, 5 plus 7 becomes 12 over 2, 10 over 2, which is 6, 5 is your midpoint. So the distance formula is you have 2 points and finding the distance between the 2 points. It's basically the Pythagorean theorem all solved out for the missing part, which would be the hypotenuse. So you find the distance between x2 and x1 by doing x2 minus x1 squared plus y2 minus y1 squared, all under the square root, and that will find the distance between those 2 points. This is a problem where he's playing disc golf, and it says Matt's disc is 3 feet short and 2 feet to the right of the basket. On his first putt, the disc lands 4 feet beyond the basket and 1 foot to the left. So if you sketch it out, pay attention because it's not in the order of your XY. 3 feet short of the basket, if we call the basket the origin, 3 feet short of the basket is going to be down 3. And 2 feet to the right is going to be to the right 2. So that's the point 2, negative 3. And then he says on his first putt, the disc lands 4 feet beyond the basket, which is going to be 4 feet past 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1 foot to the left, which is going to be the point negative 1, 4. So to find the distance that the disc traveled, we're going to do the square root of negative 1 minus 2 squared plus 4 minus negative 3 squared, which becomes negative 3 squared plus 7 squared, all under the radical, which becomes square root of 58 feet, or about 7.2 feet. Go ahead and try the next one. It has to do with both the midpoint and distance formula. So you're going to be using both here. So to find where the midpoint is, you have to do the midpoint formula, negative 6 plus 2 divided by 2, negative 1 plus negative 3 divided by 2. They each come out to negative 2, so you get this midpoint, negative 2, negative 2. And then do the distance formula to find the distance from the grill to the midpoint. So I take the midpoint's coordinate, the grill's coordinate, find the distance formula, and you end up with about 4.1. It came out to the square root of 17, which is estimated about 4.1